rocking around the Christmas tree. Let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Have a
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this space where we are going to talk about Zeus. We will talk about the meme coin space, and we will analyze the news on what's happening on the crypto space. My name is Alberto Toribio, and I'm leading the community of the community takeover process on Zeus. So, welcome, and let's talk about our coin and Zeus. Let's start talking about what has happened on 2025 on the market. Because to understand where is Zeus and where we could go, we need to understand where we were coming. And 2025 was a year where the entire crypto ecosystem was flat. We started the year on the levels of 94K US dollars in Bitcoin, and we end up the year in almost the same level. And we talk about Bitcoin because it's easier to understand how the market moves, and we can anticipate what's going to happen with other coins, like for example Zeus. So, after ending this year, many people are realizing what has happened with Bitcoin and the entire crypto ecosystem. And the answer is the Bitcoiners have found a way to produce yield by using their bitcoins as if they were bonds. So they have bitcoins and they are getting revenue month after month by using option contracts. These option contracts and the strategy called cash and carry allow these investors to have Bitcoin on spot on their wallet, and at the same time having a short position opened on some derivative market, like for example Deribit, or some perpetual trading market like Hyperliquid. And by having these two positions, Bitcoin in spot, one Bitcoin in their wallet, and a short position for one Bitcoin, what happens if if the Bitcoin price goes up, they earn money because they have one Bitcoin in their wallet, but they lose the same amount of money because of the short position. In the opposite scenario, if the Bitcoin price goes down, they earn money because they have a short position. They are making money with that position, but they lose money because they have one Bitcoin in their wallet. So basically, whenever it happens, they are going to maintain the same value in their portfolio. So they will not earn money or lose money. But this contract call option contracts are getting paid. You get between 10% and 20% of yield every year. So this is a lot of money. And the Bitcoiners has found a way to generate passive income just by using these contracts. On the other hand, what's happening is these short positions are adding a lot of pressure to the market. So that's the reason because probably Bitcoin was not able to break the level of the 120k US dollars. So this is something interesting to consider and to analyze. And why I'm talking about Bitcoin and these option contracts? Because on the 26th of December, these contracts expired. So on the 26th of December, we will not have any pressure to see how the Bitcoin price goes up or maybe down. We don't know what's going to happen, but many people think that on the 26th of December, we will see the beginning of a Christmas rally, but also an altcoin season. This is really, really interesting and something to keep an eye on, especially for us running the Zeus project. Because if that's happened, basically our project has a lot of chances to see a wild, wild rally up. So let's keep talking about what's going to happen in the coming weeks in the market, the news on the ecosystem, but also the news of what we are building on the Zeus ecosystem. So I wanted to comment with you some interesting things happening, taking place on the ecosystem in our ecosystem these days. For example, not many people have realized that from September, this project is not a centralized project anymore. It is a community takeover project. So some KOLs have started to realize about that. And this is the case of UK Crypto Queen. We are really, really proud of having more and more influencers talking about our project and supporting our project. And in the case of UK Crypto Queen, she's encouraging people to take a look to our project, and she's promoting and supporting what we are doing. So this is an example for where she was talking about why Zeus deserves a different place, deserves more attention than the attention we are receiving these days because of what we are building, because we have the artist and the house on our side building and drawing for us. And well, I'm very happy of seeing people noticing what we are doing in the project. We are still in the early days. We have just basically get or got we just got the basically the direction of the project and the ownership of the project. So we will need to wait some weeks to see some results, but this is very promising. She was talking as well about our competition on the tipping tool we built for Christmas. I'm very happy of see how people start more and more people every day start tipping by using the Good Boy service. Remember that from some weeks ago, we have a new tool available in our ecosystem called the Good Boy tipping service that allows you to send Zeus to anyone on Twitter without the need of having a wallet, without the need of paying gas and running on the base chain. It's interesting because two reasons. First, it's an experience built and embedded on Twitter, so anyone by using Twitter can receive Zeus. It doesn't matter if they have a wallet or not, if they know how to receive or send Zeus or not. It's just about tweeting basically a sentence. So this is interesting because of this, but on the other side, it is interesting because it's the first time we go out from Ethereum to a different ecosystem, in this case, Base. So we have started some relationships with the Base guys, the Base team, and probably in the coming weeks, we will receive some grants, money coming from the Base ecosystem to pay for our developments, specifically to pay for the gas, for example, and other things we build on the Base network. So that's why it is interesting, and for sure is the first step of having liquidity on Base, and this will be the moment where Zeus will be a multi-chain coin. Zeus is deployed, as you probably know, on several chains, including Avalanche, Solana, and others, but we didn't deploy liquidity there yet because we are using the liquidity on our treasury team to execute protection strategies for the price these days. The reason because we didn't basically did an intervention on the price these days is because we are waiting for the 26th of December because of what I have explained before. So let's see what's happened on the 26th of December. Let's see what's happened with desk KOLs, especially UK Crypto Queen. I invite to all of you to show love, send her tips on Twitter, and basically demonstrate that the Zeus community is grateful, and we are all aligned with the people who support our project. Moving forward with the topics I wanted to talk about, I want to comment about what has happened with the coins launched on 2025. Is Zeus the only one coin 80% down from its all-time high? Well, no. And the picture is this one. If you see what has happened on 2025 with the new launches of coins, you'll see that with a Bitcoin that was basically flat on over the year, most of the projects have suffered a lot. And in the case of new launches like Zeus, the situation we have is not different from other meme coins or other projects, not meme coins at all, launched in 2025. The good news is Zeus has found a floor between 900k and 1.4 million of market cap. We are defending that level, and at these levels many people have realized that Zeus is undervalued, so many people are starting betting and getting positions on the Pepeverse, and Zeus is the only dog with IP and a ZTO process, a community takeover process on the Pepeverse ecosystem. So it's a very, very interesting project to take positions in. Moving forward with things I wanted to comment on this session, I wanted to talk as well about this topic I commented before. The 26th of December, most of the options opened in the market will expire. So we will see a lot of volatility in the market on Friday. It will be an opportunity to probably to buy, but also probably if we see the beginning of an altcoin season, probably it will be the last chance to buy at these levels. So let's see what's happened. Our treasury team is ready for whatever happened on Friday, and we will be paying attention to the chart. Another thing interesting taking place these days that could affect to our project in a positive way in this case is the Pam.Fun lawsuit taking place against them. And basically, what has happened is there is a lawsuit opened between the Solana Foundation and the Pam.Fun team, and some of them have ended up in prison. This is interesting, bad news for Solana, but good news for Ethereum coins and the Base ecosystem. Because as you know, Solana is mainly known as the ecosystem where the meme coins are created, especially after the creation of Pam.Fun. They introduced the concept of fair launches with renounced liquidity. They created and promoted this concept, and this worked really well for creating new coins. They are even solving new problems, like, for example, how you generate revenue for teams that are creating fair launches projects after that project is created. How do you generate a passive income instrument to guarantee that that team is going to continue working for the project and they have other way to make money instead of ruining the community, selling, dumping the token? Well, they are doing a lot of positive ways, and that's why Solana was the center of the innovation in the meme coin space for almost 2 years. But now something it's changing because of this uncertainty and fear on Solana. Many people are basically looking ahead or looking forward of Solana. And the meme coins on the Ethereum ecosystem and Base are the ones that could be more benefit from this movement. So let's see what's happened, but if this benefit us in some way, it could happen on January. So everything seems to be aligned, and let's see what's happened. I'm really excited of see how the meme coin ecosystem migrate from Solana to a different ecosystem like Base or Ethereum. Base is an interesting ecosystem because nowadays, Base has more throughput than Solana. It means that operating in Base, basically performing broadcasting transactions, is cheaper and faster than doing it on Solana. They introduced a concept called megagas per second. I invite all of you to review it. Base has improved a lot their infrastructure, so now they are ready for crypto consumer experiences, like, for example, games or on-chain experiences like the ones we are creating in Zeus. Another interesting thing I wanted to show you today is how we are double down on Twitter to create more experiences and basically create embed games in Twitter. If you are familiar with Farcaster, probably you know that in Farcaster there is something called Farcaster Frames. Farcaster Frames were one of the main innovations they introduced 1.5 years ago, and the reason because many people migrated from Twitter to Farcaster to consume information there, but also to consume experiences. Farcaster Frames are embedded applications into tweets. Farcaster is like a Twitter where everyone have their wallet connected, so you know the wallet of anyone in the network. You are following someone and you want to send him a tip, well, you can do it. Well, the Farcaster Frames were an innovation because the people were able to embed dApps into your timeline. So this is useful, for example, to put a button in front of your face to click on it and buy an NFT, or to buy a new meme coin. So many meme coin communities exploded on Farcaster and got a lot of holders just because they created these small applications. I have seen how this has worked on Farcaster, and we are introducing this concept into Twitter. Recently, Twitter is competing with Farcaster by doing two basically main things, really, really innovative and open mind. These two things are, in first place, uh, the new API they released that allows you to create new experiences. Just to put you in context, Twitter always had an API. But until now, the API was very, very limited. So they created a new developer experience. And this experience, this new API, is only available for 1,000 accounts. It's a very limited, basically, number of people. And we are among them. That's why we were able to create the bot we created, and that's why other meme coin communities are interested on using our tools, because they are not able to create by themselves. You need to access to this API, and they have not access to it. So we have an advantage here. Well, this was one of the two things Twitter did. The second was introducing Twitter cards. Twitter cards are basically forecaster frames. These are applications embedded into Twitter that allows you to buy an NFT, doing something in Twitter, like playing video games embedded into Twitter, and receiving basically a gift or a prize if you, for example, win the game. And this is what we build here. If you see this tweet, you'll see just a link. But if you click on it, check what happens. This is just a demo I built, but it's an embedded game that allows you to earn points, in this case, if you hit on the circle. We can build anything we imagine. And what we are doing these days on holidays is taking retro video games, like, for example, these games we used to play, where you are driving a sport car, for example, and you compete with others, and these things. Games that we used to play in PlayStation 1 or even in older consoles. Well, this is what we are embedding into Twitter. These games will be for sure Zeus branded. It's very, very easy to build these things, and we wanted to play with these experiences. In the meanwhile, we keep building the NFT minting platform, which is going to be really, really huge and an important milestone for Zeus, as it was the Good Boy tipping service. These things are the foundations, guys. These things are basically what we are putting in the ground to let the people build on top. So we are currently just a few people paying attention to Zeus, less than 10K holders. And this is basically something probably misunderstood on these days. But as far as the community keeps growing, this is going to be the key to become viral. And that's why we are investing a lot of money and a lot of time on building these experiences on top of Twitter, using Twitter as our main tool to build community, to create experiences, to have fun. So we are going to move into that direction. We are going to keep moving into that direction. To keep talking about what's happening in the ecosystem, probably most of you already know about Murad. Murad is that guy that started talking about meme coins 1.5 years ago, and he ended up being the Jesus Christ of SPX 6900. But he introduced a lot of interesting concepts to understand how the meme coin space is working nowadays. And something interesting I very agree with is the new money flow. The new money flow is not moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum to large caps and then altcoin season anymore. It is more like the image you see on the right. Is Bitcoin, then to Sol, then to Doge, and then large cap memes. So we will see something like that at some point. I think it is going to happen, as I said in before, at the middle of January or starting in January. In my opinion, this is going to be for 8 weeks, no more. So 1 month and a half, maybe a bit more, something like that, no more. It is going to be very explosive. And the reason because I believe that is the M2 money flow, the available money in the entire financial system has grown a lot, but the crypto ecosystem didn't follow that path. And that correction up is going to happen in a very short period of time. So what we could see on the meme coin ecosystem and what we could see especially on Zeus is something like this. The interesting thing about the altcoin season and Zeus is it is coming in a very good moment for us. Because if you see what has happened with the chart, we found a floor price between 900k and 1.2 million. We are defending that price. We took the control of the project at the right moment, and now we have a treasury team with the ability to defend the price. So we can build a strong floor from here to capitalize what's going to happen with the altcoin season. Unless what's happening with other meme coins where they are still falling and finding their floor, we already found that floor, and we have a treasury team working to defend the price. So I think it's going to be very good for us to let others know that Zeus is a good opportunity to capitalize on this or to surf, to ride this altcoin season. So let's see what's happened, but it's going to be exciting. Please take a look to the market. Keep an eye on the market on the 26th of December, 26th, 27th of December. And something just to finish uh talking about the news on the ecosystem. I wanted to talk about Base and what they are building on the Base ecosystem. As you know, we get inspiration from many projects. For example, we get inspiration from Shiba Inu with the Shibarium, the network they built, and how they build apps on top of their coin, turning their community into a more experienced community. People with more experience on on-chain apps and apps. And another inspiration for us is what's taking place on the Base ecosystem, especially with the meme coins there. For example, Bread on Base and the experiences they are creating there. Some of the Boys Club meme coins were created there, and they have a very consolidated community with the values of Base. And one of the things I want to explore in the coming weeks is the creation of content coins. I want to make that everyone working for us in the sense of creating content will get paid. So everyone creating content in Zeus will get a paycheck because of how we are going to interact with them. We're going to create tools like the creator coins Base have released on their wallet because we think this is a good idea. The whole development team is already exploring this, and we will see probably something by the mid of January. I hope being in time before of the altcoin season arrives to get ready for that. So now, and remember there is 30 seconds of delay. Please, let's play to a game I prepared for all of you. I invite to all of you to join to this game. It's a Kahoot game. It's a trivial. You can join us by scanning this QR code if you are in desktop, or by entering into kahoot.it and typing this pin code. Remember that we are we have between 30 and 45 seconds of delay because of YouTube. So I'm going to wait to see how you join to the Kahoot. And let's start this experience I prepared for you guys. I'm going to play some music in the meanwhile.
It's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Come on guys, join us and demonstrate your knowledge on the Zeus project and the Pepe's Dog ecosystem. Okay, let's start. Remember, we have basically 30 seconds of delay. So please be quickly. Oh, Vladimir. Perfect. Welcome. So please be quickly basically you need to respond the questions very fast. I'm going to explain you how does this work, just in the case this is your first time playing to Kahoot. But you'll see a question on the screen, and you'll see some color buttons on your phone. So you need to read the answers on the screen, and you need to click on your mobile phone the right answer. Okay? So, that being said, ready or not, let's go. First question. Who gave Pepe's dog his powers? Let's do something. Sorry. Okay. Just one person was right, but I think what's happening is you were not able to answer because of the delay. So I'm going to configure the game again, and sorry but for that, and we will start again. So I will ask you to join to the game again. Let me configure this with more time so you are able to. Okay. Let me set the time. I don't know where you can set the time. Here. Let's say 1 minute and 30 seconds. Host live. Now, okay. So, sorry for that. I invite to all of you to join again to the game. This is the new pin code. You'll have just some seconds to respond. Remember that we have 30 seconds of delay. So when you'll see the question on the screen, you'll have only 30 seconds to click the right answer. So let's start. I will wait for you so you can join. Andy Man is the first. Henry Chong, welcome guys. Let's play. Vladimir also as well. Theus Guy. Hey Theus Guy, are you the same account basically leading the good boy tipping service? Hey man, I want to say you congrats for what you are doing, huh? I'm really impressed. You converted a lot of people. You need to share your recipe, man. How you are doing it. Okay. Let's wait for a second. And Love Crypto 12, okay. Remember that what you see on your live stream is 30 seconds delayed. So when you'll see the question on the screen, you need to be very, very fast on reply. Okay? So let's start. Okay. First question. Who gave Pepe's dogs his powers? We already know that Pepe's dog is a very special dog with a colored mouth, with something special in his eyes. So, but we don't know who gave Pepe's dog his powers. This is revealed in the comic that Andy House released on September. If you have read that comic, you know the answer. So let's see if how many people have read the comic. Remember that you have more or less 50 seconds to answer to address this question. In the meanwhile, I'm going to play a bit of music.
Oh, ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Okay. The right answer was a god named Jagged. And 4 of you guys were right. One of you said a forest fairy named Andy House. No, guys. It was Jagged Soft. As you know, the Zeus character was created by MD House as a gift for Jagged, the creator of the Binance API. And in the comic, she wanted to maintain that narrative. So the one who gave Pepe's dog his powers was a god named Jagged. So no worries if you failed on this question. Let's go with the next one. Okay, Zeus guy. Hey man, you are winning every single experience we create. This is not fair, huh? Let's go. If I receive a Zeus tip on Twitter, let's see what's correct here. Before forwarding it, I must connect my wallet at goodboypepesdog.box. Second, I can forward it by tweeting Pepe's Dog send X Pepe's Dog to whoever. Okay. Let's see what has happened. Zeus Guy is leading again. Let's go with the third question. The official Pepe's Dog NFTs can be purchased on OpenSea and the collection is called. Okay, some of you were right. The name of this collection is The Dreamscape of Zeus. Very good, guys. Okay, Andy Man is on second place. Let's go with the fourth question. What is the typical valuation that a successful beta play reach? As you know, Zeus is a beta play of Pepe. A beta play is a meme coin created under the same lore and ecosystem of a different meme coin. And the basically valuation that a successful beta play reach, okay, some of you were right, is usually 20% of the reference coin's 8088 all-time high. So in our case, it means 1.9 billion for Zeus. So it's something really interesting, right? Because all meme coins have their end of cult event. The end of cult event is that moment where the people knows that basically the game reach its basically full potential. And the, for example, the end of cult event of Bitcoin is reaching the same valuation of gold. And this happened when Bitcoin reached a price of $1 million US per coin. In our case, our end of cult event is 1.9 billion. So it's really, really interesting knowing these things. Okay. To vote in the Pepe's Dog DAO, it is necessary to buy Zeus, buy W Zeus on Uniswap, rat my Zeus into W Zeus. Only some people can vote in the DAO, or none of the above is correct. Okay. None of you were right in this case. What you need to vote in the Pepe's Dog DAO is wrap your Zeus into WZeus using the website pepesdog.box. Remember that wrapped Zeus is just a wrapper, so you are not depositing Zeus into anything. You are not putting your Zeus at risk when you wrap your Zeus into WZeus. It's just a wrapper. It's a container for your Zeus. So you can do it by using the tool we created into the Zeus website, into the pepesdog.box website. Okay, Zeus Guy is leading. And let's go with the last question. What's the origin of Zeus? He's an original character by Matt Fury and his alter ego in the comics. He's a character inspired by Matt Fury's technique. Zeus predates Matt Fury comics, or Zeus that doesn't belong to the Matt Fury ecosystem. Okay, only one of you were right. He's a character inspired by Matt Fury's technique created by Andy House. Zeus is not an original creation of Matt Fury, but we need to know something. Did you know that Matt Fury represented himself into the comics, hiding a small dog into some pages of the comic? The alter ego of Matt Fury was represented into the comics by a small dog. And this is something many people doesn't know. That's why Andy House thought that creating a dog was something interesting to create an alternative character, part of the or inspired by the Mad Fury technique or ecosystem. So this is something very curious. Not many people knows, and no, guys, if you didn't know about it, it is something new you have learned on this space. So okay, Andy Man was on third place. On second place, Zeus Guy, and on the first place was Henry Chong. Hey Henry, congrats! You have win this game. Zeus Guy is on second place, and I'm going to send some tips to you guys, Zeus Guy, Henry Chong, and Andy Man. Thank you for participating. Thank you, all of you guys. And with this game, we are going to wrap up this live stream. We are going to end this live stream. But before of that, I want to say that what's coming for Zeus is exciting. This new team is not going to stop building. We are going to keep working. We are going to increase our team in the coming weeks. We are adding more and more talented people coming from different protocols, interested on contributing to the Zeus army. People with the ability to build applications, people with the ability to connect us with protocols so we can get Zeus listed on some perpetual platforms, and people with enough experience to run a professional marketing campaign or growth strategy. So what's coming is interesting. This is just the beginning. In fact, this is the first chapter we published on YouTube. I invite all of you to click on the bell on YouTube so you can get subscribed, and if we create another live stream, you can join us. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy with your family, and keep an eye on the market and the Zeus chart on the 26th of December. We will be there. And remember, tip to everyone you love in Twitter by using the Good Boy tipping service. Thank you, guys. Have a Merry Christmas. See you.
I don't know if they'll be, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.